They tried to manipulate your energy. They tried to alter your path. Through their dark intentions and spiritual interference, they sought to break your spirit. But the truth is, it's all collapsing on them now. The very tools they used against you are now turning inward. Everything they conjured, every low-frequency intention, is spiraling out of their control. They thought they were playing a clever game, but what they've unleashed is coming back around with a vengeance. What happens when you tamper with energies you don't understand? You invite chaos, and chaos doesn't play favorites. It consumes everything in its path. This person or group of people who attempted to throw darkness your way are now facing the collapse of their own world. They can't sleep. They can't function. Their mind is unraveling because they opened spiritual doors they can no longer close. They're speaking out of turn, saying things they once swore to keep secret, exposing themselves unintentionally because their inner torment is too great to contain. Their own guilt and fear are pushing them to confess, whether directly or indirectly. Some are even posting online, exposing what they've done, not because they want redemption, but because they're breaking down. Their life has become a public unraveling. And it wasn't just about you. These people were on a dark mission that spanned far beyond one person. They harmed children. They corrupted relationships. They destroyed peace wherever they went. And yet, somehow, you survived it. You're still standing, breathing, and rising. That alone is proof that their darkness could not extinguish your light. There were moments when you felt out of balance, times when nothing made sense and your spirit felt heavy. That wasn't just circumstance, it was warfare, spiritual interference. But even then, you did not collapse. You did not cave. You stood tall, even when your soul felt like it was under siege. They underestimated your resilience. They thought you would fold, but you didn't. And that refusal to break is what ultimately saved you. You see, dark energy needs cooperation to thrive. It needs fear to take root. But you were not afraid. You saw through the illusion and held on to your inner truth. The same way people can pray or send love, there are those who direct curses and hatred toward others, thinking their jealousy or obsession will manifest into power. But intentions, whether good or bad, are seeds, and they always grow into something. What you see now is the harvest of what they planted. They planted control, manipulation, and deceit, and now they're living in the prison they built. No joy, no peace, just anxiety, paranoia, and public exposure. They thought no one would ever see who they really were. But now the masks are coming off. Even their closest allies are starting to walk away. Some of these people were pretending to be spiritual, sitting in places of influence, acting like guides or mentors. But they were wolves in disguise, draining others for their own gain. And now the truth is out. Their past actions are surfacing. Names are being called. Screenshots are being shared. The things done in secret are screaming from the rooftops. This is a cycle. The universe always balances itself. No deed, good or evil, goes without response. You've seen the seeds they've sown, and now you're witnessing the consequence. For some of them, it's not just public shame, it's the breakdown of their entire life. Financial ruin, social isolation, emotional breakdowns. And still, they're trying to cast blame, not realizing they're responsible for their own downfall. You don't need revenge. Life is taking care of it. You don't need to lift a finger. The energy they released is now their reality. And this isn't about celebrating their pain. It's about understanding the laws of balance. What goes out must return. What was sown must be reaped. You've probably noticed lately how certain people are unraveling. Pay attention to their words, their behavior. That's not just guilt. That's energetic collapse. That's karma. That's justice unfolding in real time. Some of you are even witnessing viral exposure, where the whole world is beginning to see the true face of the deceiver. They tried to tamper with your mind, your energy, your spirit. And while they did succeed in shaking you temporarily, They failed at breaking you permanently, and now their failure is echoing louder than any of their dark schemes. The very people they tried to impress are walking away in disgust. The darkness they tried to bury others in has now become their own pit, and as they fall into it, remember, you are rising. This is your time to elevate. Let this be the confirmation that you were never cursed. You were protected. What didn't kill you empowered you. You are spiritually fortified. Your strength is your light. It is your greatest defense. You shine without trying, and that light reveals what's hiding in the shadows. That's why they feared you. That's why they tried to dim you. Because you show the truth just by being authentic. Keep standing tall. Keep walking in your power. Don't shrink. Don't apologize for surviving. You're not just a survivor. You're a transformer. You took what was sent to destroy you and alchemized it into fuel. Your life is proof that light always outlasts darkness. And as their house of cards collapses, your foundation strengthens. This is what it means to be divinely preserved. While they crumble, you rise. While they break down, you level up. While they expose themselves, you remain poised. You are proof that protection is real, and that every attack will return to sender tenfold. Let this be your affirmation. I am unshakable, I am protected, I am untouchable by the forces of darkness, and most of all, I am rising higher than ever before. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you for the unseen battles you've helped me overcome. When darkness surrounded me, you fortified me with peace that passed understanding. I honor the energy of justice that flows through the universe. May all that was sent to harm me be returned to its origin, with no malice from me. Just the power of divine rebalancing. Grant me continued wisdom to see through the illusions. Let me remain grounded, even when deception dresses itself as light. May my discernment never sleep. Help me detach emotionally from those who once hurt me. Let me not seek vengeance, but stay aligned with purpose, knowing that every wrong eventually meets its consequence. Lord, surround me with an energetic shield of peace, power, and clarity. Block every curse, every projection, every toxic word spoken against me from taking root. Remind me daily of who I am, radiant, worthy, and divinely chosen for light. Let no voice of envy, jealousy, or manipulation pull me from my center. I release every memory of trauma into the light. I forgive myself for the moments I doubted, feared, or shrank, and I step forward with fresh authority. Strengthen my spirit against spiritual warfare, both subtle and direct. Let me move in boldness, never cowering to those who operate in darkness. May those who walk in truth be elevated. May every soul who resists evil be rewarded. And may we all learn that actions have energetic consequences. And so it is. I walk in the protection of my truth. I rise because I was never meant to break. I expand because light cannot be confined. Amen.